eating, chomping away, going num 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 Rob's. Thank you for your meat, Rob.
It is quite a nice dish, isn't it? For
You have the best meat in town.
Cajun spiced.
I especially like noodles. Your meat and noodles. It's a hell of a trick.
What about the chip shop curry sauce?
Surprisingly so. I added bread.
Well done.
I'm a cook. As always, it's me, Griffey, your host, and with me today over there with a mouthful of noodle, it's...
Cavery.
And over there, because it's not who you might think it is.
Here I am! Rock you on the thing! I had PhD.
Yes, unfortunately Stu has been given the Green Lantern ring and sent off into space to fight crime. Or become crime. I'm not sure how that works.
You say fight grime.
I want to become crime and fight crime with crime.
Is he?
As a small child, my parents were killed by crime. I will use crime to stop the criminals. They will know me as... Fucking what? But we're going to do a question, Cavery.
Hey!
Hurry up before we finish eating. Because this is damn nice.
It is the meat really good.
Well, unfortunately, I'm talking, so I can't eat.
Eat and talk and ask questions.
So we're going to start off with Mr. Logan Blaze. Because he's the person that you want to ask you questions whilst you eat.
Oh yes.
Oh dear.
He first asks, Atlantic, Pacific, rim jobs. Can mockbusters actually be as fun or even better than the original film? P.S. Watch Robot Jocks.
No, you sick, twisted man.
What's wrong with Robot Jocks?
What's wrong with Robot Jocks? It's I have liked big mechs since I was a tiny child. I finally saw there was a movie that had people driving giant machines. I was so excited and begged and pleaded my mum at the age of 6 to rent this from a video shop. She never did.
Because it was 18.
Yes. Then,
Once you're twice as old as you are now, you still won't be old enough to rent this movie.
then, after years of forgetting about it, I suddenly remembered this jewel and decided I really need to watch this to make my life complete.
So what you're saying is...
I watched it about a year ago.
It's nearly, 25 years after you saw it?
Worth the wait.
Hell of a film. I am disappointed that you didn't start that story with, I like big mechs and I cannot lie.
He was a brother can't deny.
When Arsene walks in with an itty bitty waist and Daniel on her face, you go, ew.
Daniel on her face. So you mean the only mockbuster I've ever actually watched all the way through was I Am Omega.
I'm sorry!
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you and me both tapped out halfway through. My wife made us finish the film. Fucking hell. I mean, I love Mark Driscoll, he's amazing, but no. Absolutely.
Why did she make you?
Because we started watching it.
She doesn't believe in giving up.
Okay.
So we got halfway through. She wanted to finish it. Oddly enough, she didn't have the same attitude with the last Mummy film. She happily let me switch that off.
I think mockbusters are an interesting premise. Especially the ones...
You would.
No, I don't mean the films themselves, I mean what they are.
They're Japanese knockoffs.
No, you know Roger Corman, do you remember that name?
Roger Corman.
Yeah, he was a guy, he made films all over the shop. He was the guy that gave Joe Dante his first break with the first Piranha, James Cameron with the second Piranha.
Right.
What Corman did was he taught people the art of filmmaking and allowed them to become filmmakers. In a way, that's what Asylum's doing. The films that come out are utter shit.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting idea that these guys
They're practice runs.
Yeah, they're not wasting a budget on something because there's no fucking budget to waste. But they are learning the tricks of the trade.
Why don't they just go back and do it in porn like the good old days?
Because then you get directors like Michael fucking Bay.
Not good.
No.
I'm not a fan of mockbusters. I would be if any of them were any good.
Depending on how Pacific Rim actually does. If Pacific Rim makes me go woohoo, then I probably won't bother. But if Pacific Rim lets me down, because I've got a sinking feeling it might. No
Really?
pun intended there.
Sinking feeling I seen what you did there.
I think I might actually watch the Mockbusters one to see if it's any better. No, I keep seeing stuff about this movie, and there is nothing in this movie which is deterring me, and that scares me.
I see your point.
Because I get the feeling that it's not going to be what I expect, and that it's all going to be about some lovey-dovey relationship, and there's going to be
Del
about...
Toro.
I don't care who's directing it. It's...
But can you say who's directing it?
Guillermo del Toro. I fucking love that name.
Can you say it like that?
No.
I can also pronounce Fandango. Just so you know.
I wish you didn't.
But it's just that thing of you don't know what the script is, you know, and you're just worried that they're showing you all the mech bits in the trailer, and it's going to be like 10 minutes of mech. And
I doubt it. I very much doubt it's going to be 10 minutes of mech.
I know, I very much doubt it, but I'm going in.
How funny would it be if the mechs are in almost every scene of the film, and it's just Del Toro sitting there going, "There you go, babe. Not that fucking hard, is it? Oh look, this one's doing a little jig."
No, I'm just trying to go in with as lower expectations as I can.
Probably the best way. It's the best way to watch any movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm not
completely.
disappointed because I've been hurt before.
But it's human nature, isn't it, to get excited and start creating things and speculating things in your own head.
Yeah.
I have not been overexcited for a film since we were let down by Underworld.
My God, sir.
We were really fucking up for Underworld.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
walked out of that cinema almost crying.
Dejected. If memory serves me
Really?
right, we didn't... Nary spoke a word between
Nary.
leaving... Nary.
Nary.
spoke a word betwixt...
Betwixt.
Nary spoke a word betwixt the entrance of the cinema and the front door of the pub.
Yeah, just pissed off, but I don't know.
Am I going to get shot for saying I actually liked Underworld?
Oh,
Did you go in with expectations lower than shit?
No, I just went in wanting to see Kate Beckinsale's shiny bum.
I don't find her that attractive.
no, I mean, she's not bad. She's not harsh on the eyes, but she's not like, whoa, nugget.
Oh, I really like Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, I can see why. I'm just
Not my type.
not my type. Too much of a bad actress.
Shall we move on to the next question?
Go for it.
Logan Blades also asks, paper, plastic or rock?
Rock.
I'm going to go for rock, because paper or plastic is a shit wrestling name.
I actually like metal.
I was gonna go with rock because I rock you like a hurricane.
Well, I'm going to go with paper. I fold around you. Oh, like my plastic.
How does paper beat rock? In what way does paper beat?
I got you!
Yeah, you show me how to cut a rock with paper, and I'll believe you.
It takes patience.
When you can walk the rice paper without leaving a mark, then you will have learned.
When you walk, fire rock.
In what way can paper cut a rock in better than scissors? Neither are good for cutting rocks, but I'd rather have the scissors.
As Lo Wang once said, in time of no horses, ant do just as good.
Okay, that's me, shut up there. Yeah. I can't.
I've just realised who Lo Wang is. It's the main character from Shadow Warrior.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you could replace a body part with some mechanism, what would it be and what extra would it do?
My arm, my right arm, is automail.
With what?
Automail. Right, this is one thing, every time I watch Full Metal Alchemist, I always get this theory of, there's a lot of people who tragically have lost limbs and have the prosthetic arms. And the prosthetic arms do creep a lot of people out because they look so similar to real limbs, but they're always slightly off, because you can't help it. And
The Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, the Uncanny Valley, exactly. So it does put a lot of people off. Now, me, if I lost a limb and I had to have a prosthetic, I would go all out to make sure it looked not real. It'd be less creepy to see someone with a really cool, like, Full Metal Alchemist upped arm. You know what I mean? You would have a prosthetic arm, but you plastic up and paint it right, make it look like automail. Because I think that would look a lot less creepy than an actual almost real arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And it would look badass.
But I mean, the guys in Japan with their the real flesh arms, now they're scary close to.
That's the problem, the close.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't know unless you were looking for it.
Yeah, but then if you held his hand or something like that,
Oh,
it
yeah,
would creep you out because you weren't expecting it if you didn't know. But it's that closeness. But if you know, it wouldn't be creepy.
No, it's just like little girl holds his hand, the arm comes away.
Yeah.
Starts slapping her around the face.
But you know what I mean? If you see someone walk down the street with an obvious plastic hand that doesn't move, some people get the shivers because it looks a bit odd. But if you see one that looked like a toy arm, not like the size, like obviously in proportion, not like a
little G.I. Joe
a
arm.
little G.I. Joe arm
Sticking out the side.
But if you see one that looked like, like a toy, like metal or plastic,
Just plastic T-Rex coming out the sleeve.
yeah, you wouldn't think, oh, that's creepy. You'd think, oh, that's weird. That's cool.
So what you're saying there is, you find the prosthetic legs to look a little creepy, but the guys who have the big curved blade things, they look great.
They look because you know what's going on there.
Okay.
It's the runny blade things.
Yes.
It's obvious what's going on there. You can instantly see now. You know what's happening. You know why they're there, and it doesn't look that jarring.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah, that's fine. It's an interesting point of view.
Ah.
Rob, what would you have replaced?
You couldn't replace a partner.
No, you really could.
Perfect. Look at him.
I know. There is that bit.
You
That
see,
one bit just there.
I have that bit.
it would either be my heart. I have it replaced with a flashlight.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Like,
so your heart
like
will
Iron
go
Man.
on?
No, just like Iron Man. So I could have a flashlight, wherever I went.
Yeah.
Either that or I would literally just have to be a complete and utter mangled mess and then get myself turned into a big old cyborg like every kind of 80s movie villain.
Now, when you say cyborg, are we talking Robocop, smooth, sleek? Are we talking Ed 209? Or are we talking Battle Angel Alita? Boobs.
I wouldn't go for boobs.
You wouldn't go for boobs.
No.
See, I'd have boobs, but where they're easy to see, like on the palm of my hand.
Easier to squeeze as well.
Easy to squeeze, right there. You don't have to look down.
What we could do is you could have go gadget boobs, and then they just go and inflate, and then
There you go. Yeah, boob on each hand. Yeah, like Assassin's Creed with the double blades, double boobs. Look.
Stay away! I have exploding boob hands.
Well, you can subdue guard with them, couldn't you? You just got
Smother them.
Did you waterboard them?
Dear God.
Iron Man style.
You just made me remember. I would have my hand,
When did that happen?
I would have my hand replaced
With?
Frankenstein's hand grenade.
Aha! Okay.
Stein's hand grenade.
Death Race 2000, the original.
It's been years since I've seen it.
Yeah. You remember David Carradine strips down to show that he's perfect.
Yeah.
But he keeps a glove on. And you find out why, because when he takes it off, there's his hand, but there's a grenade sticking in it. It's a hand grenade.
It makes perfect sense.
It was amazing. It's cause I say you reminded me because I was actually thinking about this morning. I was driving to the supermarket to do my weekly shop, giggling to myself about it, and Becca's like, "Why are you giggling?" I was like, "Well, you know how that woman ran in front of me." She was like, "Yeah." It just made me think of Death Race. It's like if she'd been a little older, I would have got 10 points. And then it made me think about this, and then it made me think about this.
Hang on, I want to back this up a second. You said if she was a little older, you'd have got 10 points. Not if she was a little older and you'd ran her over. You're missing a vital part of the story here. Is there something you want to do?
You only
Are
got
wanted?
5.
Are you wanted?
Can you edit that bit out? And I was with you all morning.
So personally, I like the idea. I like the idea of Rob pulling up in McDonald's drive-through, giggling to himself, and then when the person says, "How can I help, sir?" Hand grenade. Maybe a cause for worry for the poor workers at McDonald's.
I actually really want to do that now. They're all miserable fucks in McDonald's.
That'll cheer him up.
Moving on. Actually, I haven't answered this, have I? I would like my spine replaced, just so I could be like an anime character and just like do that shudder, and then my body just like goes, "Brrr!" and I like grow extra arms and legs.
Oh yeah, the whole Resident Evil anime growy
Genocide style.
Yeah,
Grow wings and extra heads and things.
that'd be fun.
And I'd only do it whilst in McDonald's, Just to stop them from laughing at you. Because I care.
That's what fucked up McDonald's. You're inside turning into some kind of Xeno cyber creature. And Rob's outside giggling. Hungry.
Or you're just sitting outside with your hand moves.
Outside. Oh, that's the milk coming out.
Oh,
It's me squeezing people with my breast hand milk.
thirsty! Why wait?
Well, there you go. It's a handy snack, isn't it? Just squeeze it in your mouth.
I won't die in any deserts. He also asks, who would you play in a story of their life?
Oh, Lobo.
I think we should answer each other's because my answer for Ross would be Jonathan Davis.
Oh yeah.
The later years.
The slobby years.
When he was old and tired.
Well, he was old and tired. He couldn't be bothered shaving his beard into anything fancy anymore. Oh, this'll do.
Which means you've now got to answer who Rob would play in a story of their life.
No, he did look like someone, and I can't remember who. No, can't remember.
Leonardo DiCaprio's left knee. The sound of disappointment.
What is the sound of disappointment?
You can play me and I'll play you.
Yeah, that's all good.
I'm not prepared for this question.
It's half the fun of a question, Cavery.
Well, you'd play Zach Wilde. The settled down years.
Zach Wilde, the very young and skinny years.
Yeah, but I was going to say he would play the Zach Wilde. I've been really, really ill and I'm ready to die years.
Yeah. Zach Wilde, fuck the gym years.
Zach Wilde, alternate reality. Never picked up guitar, just lay there, masturbating and crying.
It's a good
I
movie.
think,
I'll pay $5 to see it. Not pounds, dollars.
I think Adam would play Chris Hemsworth.
He's not that pretty.
No.
Chris Hemsworth is not that pretty.
No. It's just he plays him in like the early part of his life, getting started acting and everything.
Oh, when he was a nothing.
Yeah. And then basically he basically would finish playing him at the point where he realised he really needed to get buff to get more.
So what you're saying is
roles.
I would stop playing him just before he was in the first Star Trek movie?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Before he forgot how to fasten a seatbelt.
Yes. It was Kirk's dad. Okay, Herpa Derpa. I really wish that we wouldn't get questions from this poor lady. Because every time we do, I just can't I can't get past the name. Herpa Derpa.
It's a good name.
Chicken in the basket.
You couldn't meet her and not be happy. Hi, Herbert. You'd be happy.
Poor lass is probably sitting there going, get on with the question. I can't. Herpa
This is not Derpstaker.
Derpa Stater. If you had to be half sausage, half human, would you rather be top half human or top half sausage?
Top half human because I can eat the bottom half. I love sausage.
It's the line of the show right there, folks.
I was actually going to say the other way around, just simply so I wouldn't eat myself.
I want to be just a full sausage.
I want to be a pie.
No! I want to be a where sausage?
Full move, you turn into a sausage.
Yeah. Cumberland sausage. Spicy.
In a ring.
Timey-wimey then is with a collection of questions. Shut up. He says, why in the blue hell do we need a Regeneration 1?
That's the question I ask myself all the time.
Because some people just can't stop living in the past.
Because I actually had this conversation.
It's what I'm used to. You Transformers fans. You can't judge folk for that.
Do you see us? Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Two up there. And the crayons.
And not just Transformers, the past is pretty much what you live in.
Pretty much.
Just because I've never left the 90s.
Well, it is 1998. We haven't left it yet.
I was going to say before, you are wearing a
What?
suitably 90s top there.
Thank you.
It is quite beautiful. I'm liking the purple green combo. Oh, don't go. Don't be
No, but I can't talk either with my 1998 skate pants and my t-shirt of a shy guy.
I'm still in the
He hasn't been in a Mario game since Mario Brothers 2.
I'm sitting here dressed like it's 1995 and I'm still into my grunge.
Yay!
Did you see that Nirvana got voted one of the worst bands of the 90s?
Good.
Really?
Yeah, that really made me laugh.
Nah, that's not fair, but they weren't the best, like everyone thinks.
No, they were the best. I wouldn't say they were the worst in any way, shape, or form.
No, fuck no.
But I found
Creed.
Yeah,
Creed.
Creed won it. Creed won.
Really?
Creed were the classified as the worst band of the 90s.
God, fucking hell, that was random. I haven't thought of Creed in years. They were shit.
Sure, I've sent you a message about it.
I don't
I
think
might
I've
not
listened
have-
to an album, but they had a few songs I could listen to.
Oh, fucking hated Creed, like.
I just find that really funny. But anyhow, the question is, why do we need Regeneration 1? Simple fact, Transformers fandom at large were under the impression that Simon Thurman had lots and lots and lots of ideas that he never managed to get published originally. And he probably did 20 years ago.
And he's forgotten them all by now.
Yeah, pretty much. Regeneration 1 is alright. You know, when you got more than meets the eye on the other hand,
Yeah.
hurting you every issue.
I've only read
Curse
up to,
you, Robertson, curse you, Milne!
I've only read up to issue 16.
Oh, so you've not seen the relationship then?
Say no more.
It's fucking brilliant.
I will kill you.
I'm not gonna say anything, it's just, I spent about 3 days mulling this over in my head. And
I actually, end of 16, I actually shed a little tear.
yeah, because it's bloody harsh. Fucking master at work. Number 2, do you dare to be stupid? No, but I will put a chainsaw in a pan. That's not how the lyrics go.
Now, you will put your head in a microwave and get yourself a tan.
I will.
Hiya.
Because time is a massive whore, anything you think the Nerdsphere needs to cover podcast-wise that we haven't tried already? Porn.
Porn.
Yes.
I think that...
Porn reviews.
I think Timey needs to start reviewing porn.
Yes, I think you should.
Mm-hmm. And I think that there should be a dedicated podcast of Millman and Tricky watching terrible, terrible movies. Not movies that are so shit they're great, just awful ones. Films that star wrestlers, maybe.
I do that. I bought WrestleManiac for fuck's sake.
You did.
Yes, I
I'd
did.
forgotten about WrestleMania.
I've still got it.
Oh, God.
I honestly think that someone should do just an outright movies podcast, contemporary, as in news, reviews, that kind of thing. Just straight out movies. I know the what's it called? The Random Fandom used to cover a lot of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think there's space there for someone to do just outright movies. Someone who's going to see movies. I don't watch movies that much anymore unless they've got superheroes in. But someone who's just
there was
movie news, reviews, or new stuff basically.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
retrospectively.
Yeah, okay. Not us.
Not us.
No,
God, no, not us.
we wouldn't do that. I've
Holy
nothing
fuck.
like that.
No. But someone should.
I like the idea of just putting Rob in front of a camera and making him talk about a movie he doesn't know anything about. Just invent wildly.
He's half the title. What do you think of the entire movie?
It could be like that Google game we've been playing. We just give you half the title and let you finish the rest. It's fantastic. Seriously, just go to Google and type in half a question. Let the auto thing
Fill it
finish.
in.
Oh, you get some beautiful ones. My personal favourite, what was it last time? Are bananas a herb?
Well, the one I got that was scary the other day was Becca said, do you want to get takeout tonight? I've got some money. So I said, yeah, okay. Like, I couldn't remember where the menu was for Yummies, the Chinese that we go to in town. So I typed it into Google on my phone. You know what the auto thing brought up as soon as I typed in Yummy? It was Yummy Mummies.
Ooh.
Like, what?
See, I had a culturally desolate one last night. I was looking. I fancied reading up on Caesar.
Okay.
So I typed in Caesar into Google. You know, it comes up before Julius Caesar.
Salad.
Caesar Romero, the dog whisperer, is more culturally important, according to Google, than Julius Caesar.
Allow me.
Gaius Julius Caesar.
Allow me to just quickly show you what happens here. So if we go to Google.
Google. For those playing along at home, we are on Google.
That's Google Mail. I don't want Google Mail. I want just Google. There we go.
Yeah.
Right. And give me the first half of a question.
Who is Batman?
So, who is the Stig? Who is Banksy? Who is my MP? Not
Not that bad.
okay. All right then. What happens when I
Block someone on WhatsApp.
block someone on Facebook? What happens when I stop smoking? What happens when I die?
Why is the world round?
You see, you only need half. Why is the world
So cruel.
so unfair, so full of idiots?
Fucking genius. Oh, it's beautiful.
Why is my hand shaking? Why is my hand rated so bad? Why are my hands always so cold? Moment. Why is my handbrake light flashing? I like the idea that someone has noticed the handbrake light flashing and has typed it into Google.
A fucking lot of people have.
But anyhow, moving on.
Oh, that's a fucking brilliant game.
And
That's made for the week.
then finally he asks, who should ride the virtual stud muffin mule known as the Rod? Don't know, but they must be this tall to ride the Rod.
Yeah, you just indicated they need to be at least 3 foot tall to ride the rod.
Yeah.
You're not Billy, you know.
Be this tall to ride the bill.
Oh!
Wearing a nappy. Stardubbing asks, pumpkins are not the only fruit.
Yes, they
That's
are.
not. Did he put a question mark?
No.
Because if he did, that would have been beautiful.
No.
If he followed a statement with a question mark.
Pumpkins are the only fruit. It's common knowledge.
We've got some more here. Timey returns and says, what is the cheesiest thing you've ever heard or saw? Similar question.
Cheese.
What's the biggest?
Big fuck off hunk of cheese.
I once saw a package of Blue Stilton this big.
This big.
Actually, I've got that big. I saw Cheetos.
You saw Cheetos.
Yeah. Because it isn't easy being cheesy.
It isn't easy being cheesy. Especially if you're a tiger.
Uppercut. And I think that's everything that we've got there. So that was a question, Cavery.
Ah.
I hope you threw. Oh!
As a special guest, I thought I'd bring my own questions
The
down.
invader has invaded.
I have some on my Facebook. Right, so... How much is too much? And also, why are Nazis better than us? That's from Gary Freakat Nicholson.
How much is too much? How much is too much when too much is not enough?
I know the rest of these lyrics. Yeah. No.
I'm going for the Sam Vimes point of view. Too much, for Commander Sam Vimes, is when 1 pint comes in 7 glasses. And those 7 glasses are never enough.
Too much is when you have 8 pints of coffee.
Hush, hush, idle wine.
What?
Oh, what if you're a caffeine fiend?
Well,
You need caffeine to get moving, man.
my mate Steve is a caffeine fiend, but he thought he'd be funny and say, bring me 8 pints of coffee. What he didn't realise was my mum had an 8-pint cooking jug. So I made him 8 pints of coffee.
Coffee!
Was he sick of it by the end, like?
I would have drunk that shit, like.
He did actually have to ask for a cup, and I think he only got 3 cups.
Or else he'd just be pouring black hot coffee over his own face. Curse you, blah, blah, blah,
No,
blah.
I put sugar and milk in as well.
Doesn't make it any better. It burns, but it's sugary. There's milk in me eyes.
It tastes better than black, but it still burns.
I'm going to make you remember that sentence forever.
So the answer to the other question, why Nazis better than us, is 2 words. Hugo Boss.
I think it's a Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving. Ask him, he knows.
I was going to say Lenny. Because he loves that style of clothing.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea that Nazis is a style of clothing, not horrific acts or anything like that. Not a political movement that caused the deaths and mutilations of millions of people. No. It's a clothing. Nazi! Soon from the Gap.
Nothing happened. Sort of like in that period in time. It's just all Germany went to sleep.
Well, that's if you're paying attention at school in Germany.
Yeah.
The entirety of Germany went to sleep. I think they were standing on horrible ground here.
A little bit, yeah. Let's back it up. Next question is from Matt Clark, aka...
Take me to one.
Is that your real hair?
Round one.
Is that your real name?
Fight.
You know, I have been asked that question 7 times in the last 2 weeks.
Have you?
Yeah, everyone thinks my dreads are fake. Why would you have these if you were going to pay for hair? Why would you have it like mine? At the moment, I've got 3 dreads. I've got 2 at the front and 1 at the back. That's all I've got. I just had, yes, it's fucking real.
Well, your response should just be, nope, and just walk away.
Some guy in a chip shop told me I was going to be bald.
What?
Well, he was asking about my hair and he went, so you just keep it until you go bald then. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you're going bald, aren't you? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, just because my brother and my dad are bald doesn't mean I'm gonna go bald, dude.
I'm doing it now.
But I don't care about you.
I don't care about you.
To be fair, I do care about your hair, actually. I do get quite upset when you cut your hair.
You do. It's unnerving. There is a person attached to the hair.
No, there isn't.
Look at the face, not the hair.
No. What, you've got a face? Fucking hell.
Actually, no, I don't. Not from photos that we've taken over the years. That sounded wrong. Oh, was that one with the cup? Anyhow, right, so, next.
Next, Graham Fisher. El Fantastico. What broken game mechanic has ruined a game for you? I would say the entire game's mechanic for Grand Theft Auto 4, personally.
I would say the elevator not coming back up in Too Human.
You played Too Human?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor man.
Well, when it first came out, and we'd have one returned, I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. So I played it, and because it was obviously all supposed to be based on
Norse mythology,
and that, and it wasn't. It was not at all. But I did like the idea of the kind of futuristic take on.
The theme was a good idea.
It's quite cool. I remember getting this big battle. I'd just recently gone down an elevator to this ground floor, and I was in a big battle. I was doing really well, and then somebody came up behind me and twatted me in the back of the head, and I died. As you do in these games.
Yep.
Bit annoyed, but it was like, it's a video game. Yeah. I respawned at the top of the elevator shaft, and there is no way for me to interact with the top of the elevator shaft to get the elevator to come back up. Yeah, I was just like, right, that's it. So,
like I needed an excuse. Bin.
My answer is, I thought the landmines and snipers in Frogger was a step too far.
Did you get to level 100?
Level 1000! Level 1900.
Next question is from Steve from Abbey Tech Solutions.
Oh!
You're not a one-stop shop for PC shit.
That's an advert, isn't it? Is your PC trying to work, but doesn't?
Hey, I'd never give him a PC been fixed.
Gibbon. The GameStar runner Steven, to give him his birth name, he'll fix your shit right up.
His question, a very thoughtful one this time, is Thribble Meek.
Luxury yacht.
Yes. Next one from Mike Twinman. I haven't seen Twinman in a while. Who would win in a fight, Robin or Mr. Miyagi?
Which Robin?
Tim Drake, Robin.
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake takes him down. Damien would probably take him down. I don't like
Damien would just walk up and shoot him in the face and go, I'm a budgie.
Damien just starts like face raping Mr. Miyagi. Skull fucking him.
To be fair, I don't think Mr. Miyagi is that tough.
I like to think Mr. Miyagi would do the Hulk thing with Damien. Damien would do a kick to his head and he'd just grab his foot and go.
Well, they just growl, puny kid. Oh, what have I done?
Instead of Miyagi, what about the fella from Big Trouble in Little China?
Lopan or Egg Shan?
Egg Shan.
Oh, Egg Shan would kick anyone.
Egg Shan would kick ass.
Did I tell you that weird moment I had last time I watched Big Trouble in Little China?
No.
I had this weird... This is a while back now.
Was that the point when you realised you were masturbating and there was all the men on the screen?
Oh, of course.
I'll wait for that bit.
And that's why I got all this video of you. Being all supple in the shower. Hope you never find the camera. Woo! No, this was a while back now, but I had this weird moment where I was sitting watching Big Trouble in Little China, and it just hit me. After seeing this film countless times, like, I must have seen the film 100 times at least, and it just hit me there and then. Egg Shen's the hero of the film. Jack's the sidekick.
Yeah.
It's just this weird thing I've never noticed. And it's like, it was just like...
it's just like your mind expanded.
Yeah.
You started to see the universe.
Yeah, I've always thought he was just like a useless hero, and everyone else pulled the weight when he couldn't. But I just realised
Well, he's the one.
He's the comedy sidekick.
Yeah.
The film's all from the base of the comedy. It was just the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's like, how have I never noticed this before?
So the winner between that fight would be Egg Shen.
Yes.
Right, next one. Graham Fisher again.
El Fantastico.
If you could go to any point in the past, where would you go and why? I would go to Germany in 1942 and personally goose step out of time just to piss off Hitler.
This is not German efficiency.
This is Orleans! It does not look good. If we don't look good, what are we?
Oh, I would time travel back to when I was 8 and rent robot jobs for myself.
Yeah, I'd totally go back to when I was about 10 and just bring like an iPad and fucking
Just fuck with yourself.
and a 3DS and go, dude, you've got this to look forward to. But no games!
No, what you do is you just go back in time with the 3DS or something and go, look at it. We can't touch. It's 20 years away. You'll have to wait.
See, I often thought about that. I recently, me and my wife watched the Rome TV series, and I often thought, like, you got these big battles. How long would you survive if you turned up with like 2 Uzis? If you're in the middle of one of these battles, if you just turned up with 2 Uzis, like with as much ammo as you can carry,
Yeah.
and just started laying waste.
Theoretically, you could wipe out the battlefield.
Yeah, if you got the
Realistically, you wouldn't last as long as you think you would. Because it relies on 3 things.
Yeah.
Right? One, you have to be shot. You have to be able to shoot.
No, when it's like an Uzi.
Oh,
just,
Uzi. You've
yeah.
got the what do you call it though?
The recoil.
The
You got the recoil,
It moves.
but unless you're pointing upwards, you're in the middle of a battle. You're not sniping.
No. But you do the first couple of lasers without too much of a hassle.
Yeah.
But then, unless you're trained to use an Uzi, what happens if it jams? You're fucked, right? Secondly, you have to be lucky 250,000 times. They have to be lucky once. The odds are not actually in your favour.
No. This is where it's an interesting question. but if you managed to pull it off, you turned up in the middle of this battle, you laid waste to the other side, and you turned up with one. Or say you turned up with the Battle of Antium.
Yeah.
There, so you were on Mark Antony's side rather than Octavian Caesar's side. So you turn up and you lay waste to Octavian Caesar's side. Then with just an Uzi, do they then herald you as a god?
Or burn you as a witch.
You've just won the battle for them.
Yeah.
And they
but
really like gods, and Romans have fucking millions of them.
It's like what's his name? Frickin' went to South Africa.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Cortez.
Cortez. Yeah.
Right. Cortez, when he first started bothering the Incans,
Yeah.
they first worshipped. I can't fucking speak.
Worship him. Work.
They first worshipped him as some kind of god because he turned up and said, "Hello there, I brought fire and gold and all sorts of funky shit." And disco.
Played by Matt Gilman.
It managed to break my funk there of not being able to get the words, so that's
That
fine. But it didn't take long after he worked out who the tribes with the most gold and the most land and the most expensive things were, before he just sort of went, right, well, I'll go and kill some of these other guys over here and these tribes that you're warring with, and he was a hero. Yeah. But because he was using all of these weird contraptions, from their point of view, they were still on spears and bows, and he was using flintlocks and freaking cannons. It didn't take long for people to start thinking to themselves, what is this coming out of sorcery? Are we damning ourselves by working with this man? I can see it being that kind of thing. But then, of course, Cortez turned around and burned the shit out of pretty much everybody. Yeah. And those he didn't burn the shit out, he gave leprosy to. So, nice guy. So, yeah, I can see it being that kind of thing of originally you get sainted or whatever.
You get awe inspired.
But it wouldn't take too long with your fancy modern age technology to start people to start saying, well, are we now in league with the devil by siding with this man? And it's the old sentence, isn't it? The technology far enough advanced is akin to magic. Yeah. So you start turning up with a fucking iPad and start working out.
I'm not going to turn up in a war with an iPad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to turn up in the middle of a fucking battle and go, look guys, I can play piano.
I think it's like work out the tactics and shit. But you know what I mean, don't you? If you turned up during the Battle of Hastings in a Panzer tank,
That would be different because that's not too far. That's not too far back in the past.
What, 1066 to 1914? 1914 would be the first tank, the Big Willie.
Nice.
How could I forget that? No, it wouldn't be actually. It'd been 1880.
See, I'm thinking biblical times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I think interesting.
A very interesting question though. We just carried on.
Yeah.
Oh, so you'd get robot jocks.
Yeah.
I'd rule Rome.
I'm with you, Rob. I want to watch robot jocks again. Fuck Rome.
But I want Rome.
Can we get the sequel to Robot Jocks out as well?
There was a sequel.
There's 3.
Oh no! I
They're not
no
all-
desire to see any.
They're not all called Robot Jocks either, so work out which order they're going. Good fun. So that's the question, Cavery. We shall now bugger off, and we will see you shortly. Bye bye.